How's it going, YouTube? Chris here at my home theater. I got a brand new video for you today. Today we're just going to talk about some things that I got in the mail, some things that I'm going to do that hasn't come in yet. I got a lot of stuff coming in. Got stuff coming in today. Got a bunch coming in tomorrow. Got a few things coming in Saturday. So let's turn the camera around and we'll talk about what I've got and what I'm doing with it. All right, so got a few things here. I bought the XLRs. These are the XLR Y cords. These are what I'm going to use for the side surrounds. The side surrounds up here. So I want to split the signal coming out of the processor and into the amps that I'm using. So I got two sets, and that's what I needed. And I don't know if I upgraded or whatever, but I bought all new XLR cables. These are 6 foot, I think. Yes, 6 foot. They look pretty good. Just wanted something shorter because I had some that was like extremely freaking long, and I just did not like how it looked and how it. I just thought it was too long, so I ordered a bunch of XLR cables. This is a 30 foot. I don't know about the name brand, but it's a 8K 2.1 HDMI cable for this. Will be going from the room out here to the projector up there. But this is one of the main things I wanted to talk about. I know in the video I said that I was going to have a air duct to pull air in and another one to suck air out. And somebody said, no, don't do that, don't do that. So I went back to the original idea that I was going to do, but I downsized on the thing. This is Airlift T-Series shutter fan, and it is also a smart fan. And this was the 14-inch. I was originally looking at the 20-inch. And guys, this is a huge box. The 14-inch, and this is smart, and it has its own little display controller, which I think is pretty cool. So you got all your little information here. I've already opened the box. I just kind of looked through it. So this is all your mounting hardware. Let's see. This is your little controller. I thought it was pretty cool. Little digital controller if I can get it out of the box. And I think you can mount this on the wall. Yeah, you can mount it on the wall. But basically you'll download the app and you can control it from your phone. This thing is huge, guys. I think this is top quality. Look at this. This is metal, and then it opens up and it'll vent. Look at that big fan in there. So what this is going to do, this is going to mount in the ceiling, and it's going to open up, and we're going to vent all the air into the attic space. And I don't know if I need to put somebody said maybe put a vent in the door or something like that. I don't know if I need to do that. I'll read up on this and see what it says. But I was excited to get this, and it should keep that room pretty cool. And I can monitor it and see, if the temperature is still high, maybe I need to go another route. And I like that I can be able to monitor the temperature and control it and make it run more or less or whatever I need to do without having to actually get up and go out there and look into it. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's talk about the projector. I changed my mind on what I want to do about that. It's coming in tomorrow. I've got the fabric coming to cover the projector. I'm also going to make a plate for the front, and I'm going to cut out a hole for it and cover it. And you say, oh Lord, you already need ventilation and stuff. I bought a fan similar to the one I just showed you, and it's going to go in the ceiling right there, and it's going to pull the air out into the attic space, and it's like a 4-inch or so fan. So I hope that will work good, and it will be here tomorrow. So hopefully I can work on that sometime soon. I'm probably going to have to slow down in the theater because we got the meter box combo. We got it mounted yesterday. I went and got the wire today. So we're going to get the wire and everything hooked up tomorrow. Then I got to get it inspected and get the power turned on, and then I'll pretty much be in the building for a while, and till I get it done. And so it won't take me long, hopefully, especially if we be off on some weekends. But I got the vent coming tomorrow for this, the fan that pulls out, and it's also a smart fan. I can't remember if it's got a display, but it's a smart fan I can check and control and stuff, which I think is cool. And then the cover, and then we'll cover this in black Alcantara, just like we did on the baseboard and the walls. Yes, I ain't covered up nothing yet because I really hadn't done anything out here. I may have showed it. I don't even know if I showed. I reckon I did. I did mount the speakers here. I'm totally going to redo a lot of this stuff on the ceiling. I got more coming, so I'm getting the plastic. I just ain't had time. We're going to cover everything up. We're going to cut the holes for the speakers back here. Go ahead and get them mounted, get wires run. We're going to put up the new sound deadening material. It's coming in Saturday. I got 10 sheets of that coming. And I'm going to redo this up here and actually mount speakers like I did that. They're actually mounted instead of recessed in. They're mounted on top of it, which I like better. It gives a little more absorption, and it just looks cleaner there. So, but probably won't be much getting done now. While I'm waiting on them to come inspect it and stuff, I am going to go ahead and start moving these panels out and dividing them off here. I'm gonna have three 57-inch panels that's equally spaced here, and then there'll be 2 panels here. I think I can split it right in the middle, so there'll be 2 panels here, and then of course I got 2 panels here. Hopefully should be equally spaced. It's going to take me a minute to get. I should have enough of the fabric mate strips. I do know that I got to go buy more baseboard, and I got to buy some more crown molding. But I should have enough fabric mate strips. Hopefully I won't have to buy any, because that's $10 a stick for, I think it's 5 feet. I think 5-foot stick. I think that's right. So hopefully I won't have to buy any more, but the fabric I'm definitely going to have to buy, and that's going to be a lot, and that's going to be expensive, because just it's like $12.99 to $14.99 a yard, and I need over 3 yards for that. That is over 3 yards, because that's like over 9.5 feet tall. So can't buy 3 yards for that. It's over 3 yards. But good thing about it is when I buy 3 yards, I'll have some left over, and hopefully it'll all work out. But just wanted to jump on here with a quick video. Like I said, we're gonna wrap this room stuff in plastic. See, I done cleaned off the chair and stuff, but because I was doing some demos out here, I was checking, which I checked the screen, but I actually run some speaker wire to here, run this to the processor, to the Anthem, and I actually played a little bit with the LCR. And guys, I'm telling you, and it shouldn't really change with the seat here to the LCR, because that would be basically the same thing as it was when I had it down here. But I wanted to see what it's going to sound like up on the platform, and guys, I'm here to tell you, it sounds really good. It sounds extremely good, and I'm pretty happy with just how the LCR sound. Now, I haven't plugged anything else up, no subs, no surrounds, no nothing. It's going to take me a minute. I really want to get the room up and running, even though I don't have the fabric. I'm going to have the carpet. Carpet's going to take me a while. My money, it is what it is. I only so much I can do. Carpet's going to cost probably $2,000. I've been just looking and seeing what I like and what my fiance said she liked to. It was $5.59 a square foot. So I don't know. And I think this room is like a 21 by 10. That's about 210, 20 square feet, something like that, whatever that equals out to. So you can kind of figure that up, and then labor and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I figured about $2,000. But the carpet that I'm looking at is kind of like theater carpet. It's got the designs on it, and it's black, of course, because I want black, but it's got some gold, little stars or something. I thought it looked pretty cool. So we'll probably go with that. Just ready to get this room cleaned and looking better. And but it's going to take me a minute. The room that I was going to build, I was going to do like an 8 by something. From what I'm measuring, I can do an 8 foot this way. I can only go a little over 5 foot that way. So then I'm trying to figure out, because I want it big enough to where I can put this rack in there, where I can walk in the front, walk all the way up. I necessarily don't have to be on one side or the other, but I want to be able to get to one side of it, and I want to be able to get to the back without being, constrained or stuff in the way. So I'm trying to figure that out, the size that I can do, and man, I just got to get it figured out, because that is the next step. I can tinker around in here a little bit, but the next step is to build the room, and that's going to cost me a little bit, because it's all 2x4s. I can do studs 93 inches, because it's 8 foot, whatever. The ceiling out there is not tall like this, so I can do the wood really ain't going to cost a whole lot, but then you got to figure in your insulation, you got to figure in your sheetrock and your wiring, because I'm running. Now that's something that I wasn't able to do out here in this room per se, but I am going to have 4 dedicated 20 amp circuits when I build that room. This will be fresh power. We're going to put 2 behind the screen, 1 for each sub. That way, if when these do go, and I got subs back there, that way I will still have 2 20 amp circuits, 1 for each sub. So they ain't going to be starving for power. I have 2 dedicated circuits behind, in the room with this rack, and I'm pretty much, what I'm thinking is all of my amps are going to be on one circuit, and then everything else on another circuit. Try to break this thing down. I'm trying to squeeze every bit of juice I can out of this theater. I think it's going to be the best that it's ever been. It's going to sound better than it's ever sounded. It's going to look better than it's ever looked. Because guys, I'm telling you, when I get done with this theater, other than changing out stuff for reviews or upgrades, the room is going to stay the way it is. I'm not going to change it as far as I know. I don't see the need in changing it. I may have to pull the stuff off the walls if I decide to upgrade these speakers here and do that. But other than that, this room's going to remain the same. I may have to redo the hush box if I get a different projector, because I know every projector is big. That is a relatively decent sized projector, but if for some strange reason I got a JVC, those things are huge. The Sonys are huge, and I think probably the new Epsons are bigger, but I may have to redo that. But other than that, guys, I'm done building. I have no reason to build. I've been bouncing a lot of ideas off. I thought about, like my buddy Brian, I had thought about doing this when I had the room flipped this way, is doing a platform, and he did it in his theater, and his theater looks freaking awesome. He actually built a bar, like a bar area, and it's got bar stools and stuff. Now I thought about doing something like that. And I actually could put a little refrigerator up under there or something, you know, out of the way, because it'll be built into the. I mean, he did something similar to that, and I like it. And I think it's pretty cool. But I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with that part yet. I may put a couch up here. That's the plan. The plan is when I get this done, get the carpet done, this will actually be up here, and this is where I'm going to be sitting at until I get another row, because I'm not going to be. I don't think I'm gonna set it on the floor. I might, but until I get another row, I might set it up here. I don't know. I'll play around with the idea. When I get the theater up and running, I'll do some demos and decide on what I want to do before I get everything calibrated, because I don't know if I'll have the second rows by the time I get the theater calibrated, and you definitely want to have seats. So anyway, this is kind of a random video just showing stuff that I got. And guys, what you think about this? I think it's pretty cool. It should vent the air out good in that room. If not, I mean, I'm up for adding AC or something, because I mean, I'm going to climate control my garage at some point. What do you think about venting this out? What do you think about my cables? Now I got, and this is another thing that I didn't do. And Shane Lee, you know, he told me I was going to run RCAs in the back. He said, why don't you do XLRs? Because you knew XLRs to RCA or vice versa. And I'm like, oh, why didn't I think about that? So I ran XLRs to the back, and I got speaker wire. So I'm covered back here. And if I put subs in that has RCAs, I can do XLR to RCA. Now, I ordered XLRs for behind the screen, because I'm going to hook up to the subs that are back here. So XLRs, and then when I plug it into the mini DSP, it'll be to RCA. So sounds like I got somebody outside, so I'm gonna have to stop this video. So guys, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you again in the next.